Matt Brown's Guitar Studio, and today we're going to be doing the bass line for Nirvana's version of Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam. Now this song is tuned down a half step, but I'm going to refer to the notes as if it were in standard tuning. So for instance, the 7th fret on the A string, I'm going to be calling an E instead of an E flat. So let's get to it. Now for this song, there's only 3 notes played throughout the entire song until the very end. The E on the A string, 7th fret, D on the A string, 5th fret, and then the open A. So because we're only playing this one string, you're going to want to make sure to try to cover up the 3 unused strings so that they don't ring and cause any kind of unnecessary background noise. To do that, I would place your thumb on the E string, so it's kind of a rest for your right hand, and then just use any fingers that you can while you're playing to cover up the bottom 2 strings here. Normally I recommend playing with 2 fingers, but because this song is slower, I'm going to play it with 1 because it'll give it a more consistent tone across the board here. It's going to start off with that E 3 times, D 3 times, and then to the A. And then an A to D, back to the A. So all together. And then slow down. Okay. That's the main progression throughout this song. The intro is going to play that progression twice, exactly as it is, and then it's going to go into the verse. Now the verse is going to have that exact same progression as well, played 4 times. With the exception, the very last time on the 4th time is going to be a little bit different. So the change up here for the 4th time on the verse is just like the rest of it, and then when it goes to the A, it's going to switch to 8th notes, and it's going to gradually build there, crescendo. And that's going to build up going right into the chorus. So once again, main riff, 4 times for the verse. And then on the 4th time, now the chorus is pretty similar to the main riff. It's going to start on the E and go down to the D in the same pattern. And it's going to go back to the E. It's going to do that 3 times. The E, D, E, D, E, D. Before it goes into the A, played the same way from the verse. So the chorus in its entirety. Second verse is going to be played the same way the first one was. It's that main progression. Played 4 times through, and then on the 4th time it's going to build up on that A once more before the second chorus. For the second chorus, it's going to go into a little interlude. It's going to be where there's going to be no vocals, and then the accordion can kind of do its own thing. And that's going to be the main riff, once again, played twice. And then from there it'll go into the 3rd chorus. Now you notice that in that little interlude we didn't do that build up on the A string. That only happens at the very end of verses. So at the interlude it's going to have the chorus again, exactly the same as the other 2. After the third chorus, it's going to go into a third verse that's going to follow the same pattern as the first two verses, only it's going to be a little more drawn out. They're going to start with whole notes from the E to the D, and the A is going to be drawn out a little bit more as well. So it's going to be taken down a little bit. So even on the third verse, the fourth time through, you're going to build up on that A once again, going into the fourth and final chorus. Now the fourth chorus is going to be a little bit different than the other ones. It's going to go from that E to that D a total of 6 times before finally going back to the A. So the fourth and final chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After the fourth and final chorus, it's going to go into the outro, and once again, we're going to go back to that same old progression. Played twice for the ending. It's going to throw in that 7th fret and 6th fret on your G string. Now the key to this song is not necessarily what you play, but it's how you play it. It's all about dynamics, the rise and fall of the song. So throughout the verse, you're gonna have like a medium volume to it. It's gonna be pretty middle ground. The chorus, you're gonna build up. You're gonna play it a little more hard, a little more volume, a little more intensity, and then especially that build up at the end of each verse. Make sure that's nice and gradual, so it's nice and hard hitting into the chorus. And then also on the third verse, you really want to bring it down for those whole notes. So the rise and fall are really what makes this song. Wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Dead Parade and more lessons and transcriptions from Matt Brown's Guitar Studio.